Hello, Steve White, Trek Boy 89 for Steve Arts 89. Well, it's September 14 and I don't have my copy of Star Trek The Motion Picture, the Director's Edition, the Special Collector's Edition, the Complete Adventure. It should have arrived by now, and I've been watching everyone else's reviews and stuff online, and there's some issues with it, and not just the stuff I've already complained about. Apparently, it won't play on all 4K players, which is a problem. Apparently Paramount didn't think they should bother mastering it on in a form that would play on standard 4K players. So apparently you're expected to buy a new 4K player, upgrade your 4K player just to play this one disc, rather than them mastering it for, standard players. So yay Paramount. Now, I didn't buy it for the 4K, so it's not a problem for me personally, but I feel bad for all the Star Trek fans who bought it and then couldn't play it. Just because Paramount, is trying to get them to buy, extra equipment. Now, the other issue we already know, the Director's Edition of Star Trek 6, which was supposed to be included in the 4K and Blu-ray set, because it wasn't ever, no one ever said it was exclusive to 4K and wouldn't be in it. And also the special longer version of Star Trek The Motion Picture, which of course all us older fans want, because that's the one we grew up watching, that is also exclusive to 4K and not available in the Blu-ray releases or the 4K and Blu-ray set. I mean, it's available in 4K in the 4K and Blu-ray set, but so that's not good, because they didn't promote that. They didn't say in advance, up front, oh, these two things are exclusive to 4K, so you can only get these in 4K, you can't get the Blu-ray. So if you buy the Blu-ray and 4K set, you're not going to get these. So a lot of people bought the Blu-ray and 4K sets and then discovered that, well, not only could some of them not play the 4K, but they also didn't get the films in Blu-ray. So a few unhappy fans, don't blame them. I've cancelled my Star Trek 6 Blu-ray order, although the guy is ignoring me. And he also is ignoring me on when the actual box set's going to arrive. It was supposed to arrive on the 12th, so it's 2 days overdue. So I just have to say I didn't receive it on eBay, and I get my money back, and it's his loss. He could just perhaps tell me when it's available and I can wait, but if he doesn't respond to me, I'm just going to do that and order it from someone else. But yeah, so not the best experience on many levels. Now, there's also a bit of a discrepancy with the discs, and a bit of a surprise. Now, the American version, I haven't seen how it was promoted in that, but basically you're getting the 4K Director's Edition set, which is 2 discs, which is the main film, the Director's Edition, and of course the theatrical version. And the special longer version is just a branching version of that. So they've just got the extra scenes and they just, slide them in when you're playing it. So that's on one disc. So there's 2 4K discs, and the special features disc was always in Blu-ray. So it's the same disc in both the Blu-ray set and the 4K set. But some people apparently didn't realize that and thought, because there was a Blu-ray disc being included in that set, that it was both 4K and Blu-ray. I'm thinking the film would be in there as well, but it's just special features apparently. So you get 2 4K discs which are black and 1 Blu-ray disc with the special features which is blue, and that's all you get. And it's got like one less fold when you unfold the pages of the book. And some people are unhappy about the actual slipcover, because the slipcover, people expected it to be like a hard box, and it's not. It's basically just regular cardboard, and it's very flimsy and vulnerable, and it's got all the ratings and everything stuck all over it and all the information all over it. They didn't do it. In America, the back section is a piece of paper, and once you open the plastic, you throw the paper away if you want, and the back of the slipcase is nice and neat, and there's no ratings on the front, so it can be displayed like that. But the UK version, it's got all the information on the back and it's got the ratings on the front, so you can't really display it. So you have to display the book on its own, and that's the version I'm going to end up with, the slipcover off, which leaves it vulnerable to coming open and things falling out. So that's another complaint. I assumed it would be solid, and I thought the outside would be solid and the inside would be soft card that folds out, but it's like a book of a hard cover, and then the inside is pages that fold out. And also the other complaint is the discs don't have proper holders. They actually slip just into slots, which is just where the cardboard has been cut to fit it, and you just slip it in, and you have to pull it out and discs do get damaged that way. And it does interfere with the artwork because it's got a cutaway of the refit Enterprise, and you see the discs sitting in the sticking out of the little slots they have. So it's a bit of a fail on all counts, I think, with this release. You got stuff exclusive to 4K, so people who want it on Blu-ray aren't getting it. The 4K discs don't play in all players. The slipcover isn't hard, so it's going to tear, and the UK version, which has the extra Blu-ray discs, has all the extra information on the cover that makes it undisplayable, so you have to display it as a book, which makes it vulnerable. And also the booklet that is in it is only about 10 pages long, which it's all pictures as well, which is kind of nice because it's just images you get to look at, but there's no text. So it's really not a booklet, so that's disappointing as well. The cards are fine, but they didn't do the whole lobby card set. I mean, I'd rather have the whole lobby card set than a bunch of stickers, a bunch of random stickers. They're cute, they're retro, but really, is anyone going to use them for anything? Maybe the ones for the bumper stickers and laptops people might use, but the other ones, they're just going to sit them there as a collectible. Yeah, it's a bit of a fail. Now with the UK one, something odd happened. There's a surprise, which I'm kind of trying not to be optimistic about because I'm just deluding myself, but I'm an optimist and I'm very hopeful. Basically, you got the American version, was a 3-disc set. The UK version was advertised as a 4-disc set. Basically, there was 3 4K discs, which doesn't make any sense, and 2 4K discs, 2 Blu-ray discs. So you got the film and the other 2 films, theatrical version and the special longer version in 4K. Then you got the standard film in Blu-ray, director's edition Blu-ray, and the special features disc in Blu-ray, which it's Blu-ray in both sets. But then they included an extra disc, and I'm like, oh, what is that? It's actually the theatrical version of the film. So I'm guessing it's the regular version that was in the 4-disc set that already came out, the 4-film set that already came out of the films. But why would they do that to us? Why do we need that again? Surely if they're going to slip an extra special disc in, it's just in its own little case. It's just been slipped into the envelope, which has the book and everything. So I'm hoping it's actually the new remastered theatrical version, because they do call it the remastered theatrical version, that has the branching special longer version. That's what I'm hoping it is, because why throw in this extra disc that people already have that's available separately if you could already buy it? Like, why include that? I can understand including the one that should have been included, that people were upset that wasn't included, that people were going to cancel their orders or just not buy it, like but we couldn't be that lucky. We couldn't be that lucky for them to turn around and go, oh gee, we should have included this in the first place, this is not fair. We'll put it on Blu-ray and we'll throw it in, because rather than people cancelling their orders or returning their orders because they didn't get what they thought they were going to get. But I don't think we're going to be that lucky. But I still hold out that tiny little bit of hope that it's not just the version from the 4-disc set that doesn't have the branching scenes that basically make it the same as the special longer version. But I'm really hoping it is. I don't think it's going to be that. Okay, so yeah, I mean, I'm not really happy with the attitude from Paramount, and it's always been this way. I think they've always exploited Star Trek fans because we're dedicated and we're intelligent people, we earn a lot of money, we can spend a lot of money. They always just expect we're just going to buy whatever they put out and not care about quality, because they can just fix it in the next version and they'll just triple dip and quadruple dip or whatever. They just expect us to keep buying them over and over again. And I have been guilty of that in the past because I wanted to support Star Trek and I love Star Trek. But now that they're not really supporting, acknowledging me and fans and customers in general, and they're treating us like this with some of the releases and how they're doing them, I don't buy Star Trek stuff anymore. I'm spending thousands of dollars on Smurfs and He-Man and Transformers and other things that I collect that I've been neglecting over the years because I focus more on Star Trek as my primary sort of thing that I collect and passionate about. And yeah, I mean, okay, I bought the Complete Adventure for the tiny booklet and the artwork, and just because I'd rather have this than just buy the regular Blu-ray set, because who knows, maybe I'll get a 4K one day for some reason. I don't plan to. But yeah, so I'm not happy. I'm not happy with their attitude. That like they just think people are just going to upgrade. Like they know people like me are buying this set in part just for the special longer version that I grew up with. So instead of giving it to us on Blu-ray, which they could have done, they're making it exclusive to 4K to try and force us into upgrading and buying a 4K player because they know we're the ones who are least likely to actually have upgraded to 4K already. So it's disrespectful. It's manipulative. It's just like they're not thinking what can we give the customer to make them happy. It's like, well, how can we get money out of them? How can we, how can we make them spend more or buy more? And it's just yeah. I needed to have a bit of a rant about it, but I'm going to go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Any observations from your sets that you got? If you want to share with me, feel free. I'm going to go. Thanks. Bye.